Imagine this. You're sitting at a cafe, sipping your favorite drink, and you overhear someone excitedly talking about their recent trip abroad. Your heart beats faster. You love traveling, and you want to join the conversation. But wait, how do you start? What if you sound awkward? Relax. You're about to discover the easiest way to start a conversation about travel and make it flow naturally. Step 1. Begin with curiosity. People love talking about their experiences. The best way to start is by showing genuine interest. Try asking, "That sounds like an incredible trip. What was the highlight for you? I love hearing about new places. What surprised you most about your visit? Oh wow, I've always wanted to go there. What's one thing I shouldn't miss?" Asking open-ended questions encourages storytelling and makes the conversation exciting. The secret ingredient? Share a travel-related thought. If you don't know how to jump in, casually mention something travel-related. I read an article about the best street food in Thailand. Have you ever tried it? I saw a documentary about ancient temples in Cambodia. Looks fascinating. A friend just returned from a road trip across the U.S. I'd love to do that one day. By sharing something interesting, you naturally invite them to respond. The suspense begins. Avoid these conversation killers. Most travel talks go wrong because people make simple mistakes. Do not turn it into a competition. Nobody enjoys hearing, "Oh, I've been to way more places." Interrupt with your own stories too soon. Let them finish first. Give too many facts. It's a conversation, not a history lesson. Instead, show enthusiasm. That must have been such an adventure. I can only imagine how beautiful that must have been. That sounds like a trip of a lifetime. The fun twist. What if they haven't traveled much? Not everyone has traveled far. If they say, "I haven't really traveled much," keep the chat alive with, "If you could visit any country, where would you go first? Do you prefer beaches, mountains, or city life?" Even local spots can feel like an adventure. Have you explored anything new nearby? Everyone has dreams, even if they haven't packed a suitcase yet. The unexpected connection. Make it personal. To keep the conversation going, connect travel to life experiences. I love how traveling teaches us new perspectives. Have you ever had a trip change the way you think about something? I believe travel isn't just about places. It's about the people we meet. Have you had any unforgettable encounters while traveling? Sometimes the best moments happen when things don't go as planned. Have you ever had a funny or unexpected travel experience? The suspense unfolds. What happens if you follow these tips? Here's the final twist. If you use these techniques, what will happen? You'll never struggle to start a travel conversation again. People will enjoy talking to you, and before you know it, you'll be deep in exciting discussions about dream destinations, cultural experiences, and unforgettable adventures. So next time you hear someone mention travel, remember, show curiosity, ask open-ended questions, avoid conversation killers, make it personal and engaging. Now, are you ready for your next travel conversation? Who knows where it might take you? How do I start a conversation about travel? Imagine this. You're standing in a crowded cafe, sipping on your favorite drink. The air smells of fresh coffee, and around you, people are chatting, laughing, and scrolling through their phones. Suddenly, a stranger sits next to you. Not just any stranger, a person who looks like they've seen the world. Their backpack is covered in country flags, their camera hangs around their neck, and there's a map peeking out of their pocket. Your heart races. You've always wanted to travel, to explore different places. But how do you start the conversation? Should you ask about their favorite destination? Or maybe share your own travel dreams? What if they find your questions boring? What if they ignore you? Your mind races, but deep down, you know this is your chance. Your chance to break the ice, to learn, to get inspired. But how? Let's unravel this mystery together, with a twist at the end that you won't see coming. Buckle up. This is your first step into the world of exciting travel conversations. Step 1. Start with curiosity. People love talking about their experiences. Instead of thinking too much, just ask something simple but exciting. I love your backpack. Looks like you've traveled a lot. What's your most unforgettable trip? I see you have a map. Planning your next adventure? Where to? That camera looks cool. Do you take travel photos? What's the most beautiful place you've captured? By showing curiosity, you make the conversation about them. And trust me, travelers have stories. Some are funny, some are heartwarming, and some are shocking. Step 2. Drop a fun fact. Imagine this. You're in a conversation, and there's a moment of silence. What do? Drop a fun fact. Did you know there's a pink lake in Australia? It's called Lake Hillier. In Japan, there's an island full of friendly rabbits. It's called Okunoshima. There's a village in the Netherlands where people don't use cars, just boats. It's called Giethoorn. The moment you share something interesting, the conversation flows like a river. The other person will respond with their own facts, and just like that, you've built a bridge of connection. Step 3. Make it personal. Now, let's say the person shares their favorite travel destination. This is your golden chance. Connect their story to your life. If they say they loved Paris, wow, I've always wanted to see the Eiffel Tower at night. Did it really sparkle like in the movies? If they mention Thailand, I've heard the street food there is amazing. What was the most delicious thing you ate? If they talk about New York City, oh, that's my dream city. Did you see Times Square at night? How was it? Personalizing the conversation makes it more exciting, more engaging, more real. Step 4. Add a twist. Now, this is where it gets really fun. Every traveler has a crazy, unexpected story. So why not ask, what's the weirdest thing that happened to you while traveling? Ever had a travel disaster that turned out to be hilarious? Have you ever met someone unexpectedly while traveling and it changed your whole trip? People love telling shocking stories. Maybe they got lost in a foreign city at night. Maybe they accidentally ordered something bizarre from a menu. Maybe they met their best friend in an airport waiting line. This twist makes the conversation unforgettable. Step 5. The grand finale. The unexpected ending. Now that the conversation is flowing, you've laughed, shared, and connected, it's time for the final twist. Imagine this. The traveler turns to you and says, "You know what? You should travel. Just do it. Don't wait. The world is too big, too exciting, and life is too short. Your heart pounds. You've always dreamed of traveling, but work, school, life, it all held you back. But now a real traveler is telling you to go, and then they reach into their bag and pull out a tiny souvenir from their favorite destination. Here, they say, this is for you, a piece of my travels. One day, you'll give someone a piece of yours. Your hands tremble as you take it, a keychain, a postcard, a small token. But to you, it's more than that. It's a sign that one day you won't just start conversations about travel, you'll be the one telling the stories. And with that, the traveler smiles, picks up their bag, and walks away, leaving you with excitement in your heart and a dream waiting to unfold. Final thought. The moral of the story? Life is full of chances to connect, to learn, to grow. A simple conversation can open doors to new friendships, new adventures, and even new dreams. Never be afraid to ask, to listen, to share. Because the world is not just for travelers. It's for dreamers, for talkers, for you. So next time you see someone with a travel bag, a camera, or even just a curious look in their eyes, start the conversation. Who knows? It might just change your life. Now tell me, if you could travel anywhere in the world right now, where would you go? How to turn everyday life into an English learning experience. Imagine this. You wake up one morning, stretch your arms, and pick up your phone. A message pops up. Someone just sent you a challenge. Can you survive one day speaking only in English? You laugh, thinking it's a joke. But then a strange thought crosses your mind. What if you actually tried it? What if every single moment of your day became an English learning experience? What if learning English wasn't about books, schools, or boring lessons, but about real life? Your life. Now pause for a moment. Have you ever thought about how much English surrounds you? The movies on your screen, the social media posts you scroll through, all filled with English. But here's the twist. What if you used all of this to master English effortlessly? Sounds unbelievable. Let's dive into the mystery of turning your everyday life into the greatest English classroom ever. The secret to learning English without studying. Wait, what? Learning English without actually studying? That sounds like a... But hold on. What if I told you that you have been learning English all your life without even realizing it? When you watch a movie and understand the joke, when you read a text and reply in English, when you hear a song and hum along, your brain is absorbing English like a sponge. But here's the problem. Most people don't even notice this hidden power. They think learning English means sitting with a thick book, memorizing hard words, and writing boring essays. But that's a lie. The real way to learn English is by living it. Morning Mystery. The English Awakening. Imagine waking up and hearing a voice in your head. No, not a ghost. Your own thoughts in English. The moment you open your eyes, try describing everything around you. The sunlight is bright. My blanket is so warm. I need to get up or I'll be late. Sounds simple? But here's where it gets thrilling. Set a rule for yourself. No speaking in your native language for the first hour of the day. Talk to yourself in English. Whisper, even shout if you want. Pretend you're in an English movie and you are the main character. Now let's twist it up. What if your phone alarm was in English? Change your phone language settings. Let your mobile guide you in English. Suddenly every text, every notification, every app becomes a small English lesson. Breakfast with a twist, a bite of English. Here comes the fun part. Your breakfast. But wait, don't just eat. Talk about your food. Imagine you're on a cooking show. Today I'm having crispy toast with golden butter. This tea is so refreshing. Sounds funny? That's the point. Learning should never be boring. And here's the challenge. Find an English recipe and follow it. Cook something new while listening to an English-speaking chef. Burn the toast? Doesn't matter. You just learned new English words. The mysterious walk. Hearing English everywhere. You step outside, and suddenly English is all around you. Store signs, advertisements, song lyrics playing in shops. But do you ever stop and read them? Most people ignore them. But today, you won't. Try this challenge. Walk through your neighborhood and read every English signboard you see. Then try making sentences using those words. Saw a bakery sign? Think, this bakery sells fresh bread. Found a poster for a concert? Say, I want to go to this concert. And here's the twist. Pretend you're a detective searching for hidden English clues. Look around. How many English words can you find? The more, the better. The ultimate English chat challenge. This is where it gets really exciting. You know those chat messages you send every day? What if you started texting in English? Challenge your best friend. Let's chat only in English today. They might laugh, but once they try it, they'll love it. No friends to chat with? No problem. Talk to Siri, Google Assistant, or even your pet fish. Okay, maybe not the fish, but seriously, start simple. Text about your day, your mood, your lunch, anything. And here's a big twist. Try voice messaging instead of typing. Speaking out loud helps your pronunciation improve faster than you think. English drama, your life, your script. Now let's get dramatic. Have you ever acted in a play? No? Well, today you will. Pick your favorite movie scene, maybe a romantic confession or a dramatic fight, and act it out in English. Stand in front of a mirror, make expressions, use hand movements, become the character. Feeling shy? No problem. Record yourself speaking, listen to how you sound, and try again. This isn't just about fun. It's about improving your confidence. And who knows? Maybe one day, you'll be an English-speaking actor. The grand suspense. The final English battle. Now let's reveal the final twist. Imagine you wake up tomorrow and everyone around you speaks only English. No one understands your native language anymore. What would you do? Panic? No way. By following these daily fun challenges, you've secretly turned your life into an English learning adventure. You can now think, speak, and even dream in English. And guess what? You never needed a classroom or a textbook. You became your own English teacher. And here's the most shocking part. Learning English this way doesn't just improve your language skills, it changes you. You become more confident, more expressive, and more ready for the world. Because learning a language isn't just about words, it's about becoming a new version of yourself. The final mystery. What's next? So what now? Will you go back to your usual routine, or will you accept the challenge? Will you turn every moment of your day into an English learning experience? The choice is yours. But remember, the next time you see an English word, don't just walk past it. Read it. Say it. Live it. Because who knows? Maybe, just maybe, English isn't just a language. It's the key to unlocking a whole new world. And that, my friends, is the real mystery. Why learning English with stories is the best method. Imagine this. You are sitting in a quiet room, staring at your English book. The words seem unfamiliar, confusing, and too difficult to remember. You try to memorize them, but they slip away like sand through your fingers. Frustration grows. You ask yourself, why is learning English so hard? Now imagine something different. You are reading a short, funny story. The characters make you smile, the events make you curious, and before you know it, you have learned new words without even realizing it. No stress, no pressure, just fun. Sounds like a dream, right? But it is real. This is the secret that most English learners don't know. Learning English through stories is the best and easiest way for everyone. Why do stories work like fun, but not using that word? Think about how babies learn a language. Do they memorize long lists of words? Do they study grammar rules? Number. They listen to stories, to conversations, to emotions. They learn naturally. Stories do the same for you. They create a world where English is easy to understand. But wait, there's more. Stories help you feel the language. When you read or listen to a story, you are not just memorizing words, you are living them. When a character laughs, you feel happy. When a character is lost, you feel worried. When a character finds love, your heart races. This emotional connection makes words stick in your memory forever. The big twist. The truth schools never tell you. Most schools teach English the wrong way. They make students read boring textbooks, repeat difficult words, and write grammar exercises that no one enjoys. No wonder so many people give up. But here is the truth. Stories are your secret weapon. Why? Because stories are made of real conversations, real emotions, and real situations. Instead of reading, "She is happy," you see a girl dancing in the rain, smiling brightly, and feeling free. Now you know what happiness looks like in English. You don't just understand it, you feel it. But what if you're a beginner? Don't worry. Even if you don't know many words, stories can still help you. Start with simple ones. Read children's books. Listen to short, funny tales. Watch English cartoons. These stories use basic words, and they repeat them often, helping you learn naturally. And guess what? You don't need to understand every word. Even native speakers don't know every word in a book, but they understand the meaning because of the story. You can do the same. The suspense builds. The power of imagination. Close your eyes for a second. Imagine you're walking through a quiet street at night. The wind is cold. The street lights flicker. Suddenly, you hear footsteps behind you. Your heart beats faster. Who is it? You turn around, and it's a surprise twist. See what just happened? Your mind created a whole scene. You weren't just reading words. You were inside the story. This is how stories make learning exciting. They create suspense, drama, humor, and emotion, all while helping you learn English easily. A funny romantic turn. Learning English with love. Now let's talk about something interesting. Love stories. Have you ever watched a romantic movie and remembered some English words from it? Maybe you remember, "I love you," "You are beautiful," "Will you dance with me?" Love stories are powerful because they make us feel deeply. They make us dream, hope, and smile. When you learn English through romantic stories, the words stay in your heart. You don't forget them because they make you feel something special. The secret ending, opening the suspense. So after all this excitement, what is the final truth? It's simple. Learning English does not have to be hard. Forget about boring textbooks. Forget about memorizing lists of words. Start reading stories. Funny stories, suspenseful stories, romantic stories, stories with emotions, drama, and surprises. Because when you learn with stories, you don't just learn words, you live them. And when you live the language, you never forget it. Now here's your challenge. Tonight before you sleep, read a short story in English. Just one. And tomorrow, you'll wake up knowing more English than you did today. Are you ready? Let's start now.